Hello everyone, today I have the privilege of speaking with Charl Gous, the CEO of ACES Africa. ACES Africa is a leading EPC for the South African market as well as the African continent, having been listed as one of the fastest growing companies in Africa, according to the Financial Times. So Charl, ACES Africa has experienced significant growth under your leadership. What key strategies have you implemented to achieve this?
Thank you for having me. It's a wonderful privilege of being here and to seeing this wonderful facility that Solar MD have established. And I think that it's also great to see Solar MD doing so well in South Africa. Really a privilege to be here. Yeah, I think that, in South Africa, we as ACES really started out very small, very humble beginnings, but we've learned that the main thing is the client. You need to really take care of the client. And we do our best. We don't always get it right, but we always fix whatever we don't get right. So I think that to me is first and foremost with all our clients, is to make sure that at the end of the day, we have a happy client. And quality is very, very important. We've seen too many installations done in South Africa that are very bad quality, and people just are there to make a quick buck. I think especially with the load shedding that was prevalent for a long time in South Africa, you saw many people enter the market, a lot of fly-by-nights, if we call them that. And unfortunately, those people are not focused on a long-term vision. But for us as ACES, it's all been about quality of installation, service to our customers, and making sure that we get it right. I think that would probably be the most important factors.
Thank you so much, Charl. And then secondly, what is your long-term vision for ACES and how do you plan to steer the company in that direction?
I think that for us, it's very important that, you mentioned that we've had massive growth in the company. And I'm not too big on accolades and awards, but we were listed as one of the top growing companies, top 100 in Africa. But for us, it's really about managing the growth. We want to continue growing. We don't want to stagnate, but it's important for us to manage that growth in a way that we can sustain it. So that to me is important. We will continue to grow. We will continue to establish ourselves throughout the African continent. We've already done projects all over Africa. We've worked in Kenya and Nigeria and Angola, Rwanda, etc. So we will continue to grow into Africa and do projects all over. South Africa, we've covered really most of South Africa. But I think that it's important for us to continue to focus on the right technical solutions. So we're always monitoring what's happening in the market, what products are available, how we're implementing those products to get the best solution for the client and to make sure that we take care of their needs. And so we will continue growing. Important thing also for us is the people within the company. You have to have quality people. You have to rely on your engineers, your project managers, your installation teams. We as ACES are one of the very few companies in South Africa that are totally integrated. We have our own installation teams, we have our own O&M division. So we've got engineering, procurement, the whole toot. And in each of those departments is to make sure that we have quality people. We have people that know what they're doing. We have people that are focused on their job. And that's how we grow, is just continue doing what we do and focus on being the best at what we do.
Thank you so much, Charl. And then just to add on that point that you made, is there any interesting technologies that you've seen come into the market now in the renewable energy sector?
I think that what we've seen over the years that I've been in the market, I think that we can see there's very little change. I think on panels, solar panels, we've seen the new TopCon and the N-types coming into the market, and undoubtedly that will be the future of panels. But that doesn't really change much in how you design a system and what we do. Inverters, you've seen a growth in the size of inverters. We've gone from back in the day, a 30 kilowatt inverter was a big inverter. Today we're looking at 300 kilowatt, 350 kilowatt inverters. So inverters have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger to accommodate the size of systems that are going. But I think that the real interesting development over the past years has been in the battery technology. And that is really where we feel there is massive growth internationally, not only in South Africa, but in the world. The size of grid-sized batteries, grid storage, for C&I space, the type of batteries, the type of technology in the batteries, hybrid inverters to accommodate that off-grid applications and on-grid applications. That is where the fun is in the game. I think that's where we believe there's a lot happening. I think in battery technology, it's interesting to see when the people start talking about solid-state batteries, what's going to come in solid-state batteries. I think that's very exciting. Also the compactness of batteries. But I think that lithium-ion is really where it is at the moment. I think there are other technologies that people talk about. But at the moment, lithium-ion has a track record. We know what we're getting. We can predict what the battery is going to do over the next number of years. With new technology, you don't have that track record. So you're a little bit in the dark as to what the battery really can do and what you can offer your client.
And also the longevity.
And the longevity of the system. Also the efficiency, your round-trip efficiency. All of those play a very important role when it comes to battery technology. But I have no doubt that battery technology is going to be where it is. That's going to be the exciting technology for the next few years.
Okay, thank you so much, Charl. And then lastly, in your opinion right now, what is the biggest challenges that you foresee in the African EPC market? And some of the opportunities as well.
I think opportunities are the fact that Africa needs a lot of energy. We in South Africa, we're very excited that we've had a part of the year without load shedding, and everybody's going like, wow, we made it. That remains to be seen. We'll see what happens going forward. But the fact of the matter is that regardless of load shedding, we still need a lot of energy. If we're looking at growing our GDP in this country and growing our economy, we need a lot of energy. There's way too little energy to sustain that growth in our economy. So definitely we still need to develop a lot of energy, and that's a massive opportunity for us. Also in Africa, there's still many countries where the grid is unstable. There's not sufficient energy production in those countries. So that also in Africa offers a huge opportunity for people to get involved in energy in Africa. For the EPCs, I think that there are too few good quality EPCs that can actually implement these needs. So I see it every day. We speak to people building utility scale projects are saying we need more. We need more EPCs. We need more guys that can come and do the installations and do quality installations. And that's only in South Africa. So into Africa, yes, definitely huge opportunity. I think the challenges that we face are good quality people. Point number one is to really get the right people to do it. And I think a challenge is also pricing. So people come and they want to bid on large-scale, utility-scale projects, but the bidding prices are so competitive that it puts pressure on the EPCs to then be able to come in and do it at that price. So it really puts the EPCs under pressure to be able to make money out of the huge utility-scale type projects. I think that is something that needs to be addressed. Because if there is no margin in there for the EPCs, why will they go into that business? So I think that needs to be addressed in the longer term. But definitely lots of opportunity. Challenges, I would say, is costing, pricing, and people.
Okay, thank you so much. There you have it, everyone. Charl Gous from ACES Africa.